You're welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the olfactory nerve. The olfactory nerve is known as cranial nerve 1. Cranial nerve 1. And the olfactory nerve actually arises from what is referred to as the olfactory sensory receptor. Olfactory sensory receptor. Now, the olfactory sensory receptors are located in the nasal cavity. Now, let us illustrate that on the board. Now, this is known as the cribriform plates of the ethmoid bone. Cribriform plate of the ethmoid bone. Let me write it here. Cribriform plate of the ethmoid bone. Now, in the nasal cavity, of course, this is our nasal mucosa. This is the nasal mucosa, the mucous membrane of our nasal cavity. And now, in the nasal cavity, we have what we call olfactory receptors. These are our olfactory receptors. Now, the olfactory receptors actually have what we call a peripheral process and a central process. The peripheral process goes down, it goes down towards the mucous membrane to form a knob. The same thing is applicable to this. The peripheral process goes down to the mucous membrane to form a knob. The same thing is applicable to this one. This one. And then this one. Now, this knob is actually called olfactory knob. Olfactory knob. This is known as olfactory receptor. Our olfactory receptors are usually bipolar in nature, so we are bipolar cells. Now, the olfactory knob usually consists of between 10 to 20 cilia. Between 10 to 20 cilia. These cilia are actually called olfactory hairs. So these are called olfactory hairs. The same thing is applicable here. These are olfactory hairs. Olfactory hairs. These are olfactory hairs. Now, apart from the olfactory receptor cells, there are other cells that are located within the nasal cavity, one of which is referred to as a supporting cell. If you don't call it supporting cell, you call it sustentacular cell. So we have another one here. This is known as a sustentacular cell. This is a sustentacular cell. So I will call this sustentacular cell. or supporting cell. We still have another one, which is referred to as, we call it the basal stem cell. The basal stem cell. The basal stem cells are actually responsible for generating new olfactory receptors when the old one becomes damaged. So they are very important. Now we have a gland. We have a gland that is called. We have a gland that is called. We call this the Bowman's gland. This is called Bowman's gland. Now, the Bowman's gland is responsible